This is the Kutzall shaping disc I'm going to be using today. If you look in the description below, you can buy them on the Kutzall site and save yourself 5% if you use the code CFusion. These things rip, guys. Make sure you wear your gloves when you're using stuff like this, man. And grip your tools tight, because we're going for a ride. Nice piece of cedar here. Look, there's another one. That's a beauty, but she's a heavy sucker. But she's going with me. That's a dead seal. It's a dead seal, all right. Somebody needs some seal meat. Seal meat, free seal meat. This old piece I found off an old shipwreck or something. Look at all the old spikes in here. Yeah, but imagine what I can make with that. Like a wicked, this looks like a goddamn wolf eagle head. Look, Mom, it's a wolf eagle dinosaur head. But anyways, I can make a sign hanging off here or something. Hell yeah, that's going too. Look, Mom, it's a Chinese broom thing. Let's sweep up the beach. What's up, guys? Okay, so today I'm going to try and carve a wood spirit in this log for requested by a customer. I'm going to try and make it so he kind of has a top hat. I'll see how, I know this outer side of this pith wood, water wood's all got to go. But they said they want it looking pretty raw. So I'll be carving a wood spirit in this. And I just want to go over what tools I'm going to be using today, guys, okay? So here is my 193 rear handle, steel, with a steel dime tip bar. You guys, anybody that wants to switch over to chainsaw carving, this is my suggestion to you. If you can't afford the 193, just use a 170 like this. And get Stihl to put their custom dime tip carving bar on there. It's just easier because then they'll change the sprocket and everything for you. So it comes as a set, kind of, right? That's my go-to saw. This is another Stihl 193 rear handle. And it's got a Canon carving bar on there, dime tip. This chain's a little bit thinner than this chain, okay? I think this might almost be the Pico chain. This is an old 170. This is a $200 chainsaw, guys. These are just throwaway saws, but this has been really reliable. But I got this gouger on here, okay? So I'll try and use that today. I don't know where I'll use it. But Clint, look at that sucker there. Clint's arborist, so he's making ponds and all that stuff. But that's what you could get to hollow out your logs. You can buy, just type up whatever, chainsaw gouger or whatever. And this is my 201 with a bigger Canon bar on there with a tuning tip. So those are the saws that I'll be using today. I'll be using this old Craftsman die grinder with a Kutzall burr in here, and this burr is totally dead. It's like a year old. I have to burn the crap out of there. Oh no, I got another new burr right here. Okay, I'll be using that, and I'll be using this this is the Makita that I use, guys. I forget who it was that was asking me the model that I use, but I don't know, this is it. It's your middle of the line Makita, okay? Little die grinder. See, like here's my Dremel 100 with a little Kutzall burr in here. and just a cheap Bostage grinder with a Kutzall. This is a Kutzall shaping disc, okay? You can buy all the Kutzall burs and all these you can buy on the link I'm going to leave in the description below. Use the code CFusion and save yourself 5% if you want. So yeah, but this stuff rips through the wood and takes the old crappy bark off wicked. Okay? So, and here's another little Kutzall bird that I got because I'm going to try and make it so this guy has buck teeth. That's what the guy said, the buyer wants. And this little drill here with this sanding discs. This is just an old belt sander, guys, that I cut off, and just like my little tiny sander, this is 1/4 inch nut and bolt in here. This will be for my sanding. And another thing, guys, protection. I got my chainsaw pants on. These are whatever they're called, but they're chainsaw faller pants. My leather gloves, earplugs, okay, and my desk mask. That's the most important stuff in my opinion. And I'll be using this Benzomatic torch burner thing. I also got a bigger propane one down there, okay. And the oil that I'm going to use for my chainsaws is the canola oil. When I use regular chainsaw bar oil, and I do like not with grain cuts or not cross grain cuts, but it's like a 50-50, so you're kind of like, let me explain here. So you're kind of going like this way. My saws, when I use regular oil, they smoke. Even if I pump up the oilers to max, they smoke. But as soon as I started using canola oil and I'm cutting this way, they don't smoke anymore. Just blow them out good, right? So I also have an air compressor. Big old thing. Okay, so let me get set up and we'll start. I'll try my best to do a tutorial for a wood spirit here, guys, but I don't know. I'm also going to do a mushroom. Okay, so this is going to be hard for me to explain. I'm not sitting at my table. This is a whole different recording thing for me. They're doing the chainsaw recording. But you can see here, this is going to be the rim of his hat, okay? This is going to stick out farther. This is going to be the top of his hat, and I'll cut this back so you can see the rim sticking out farther, and I'm going to cut in here too, okay? So all this face I'm going to cut out anyways, but what I'm going to do right now is I'll just drop this on the ground, and I'm going to get my chainsaw and make a thin cut all the way around here. I'll move my foot to move the log like that, and only about that deep, because we don't want this to be sticking out too far, because then it will make it weak and it can break off in this little brim of the hat, right? So that's why I made it a bit thicker. But my cuts in here are only going to be with the tip of my chainsaw about that deep on both sides. If that makes sense, I don't friggin' know. Okay, you can see I got his top hat cut in kinda. I still gotta cut it down here. But what I did is I cut this part too small. It should be like out here. But whatever, I can take this in too, right? Cut this in too. But there's my template of my wood spirit. And yeah, I don't know, fucking whatever, I'll just keep going. You guys can see the templates that I make for my wood spirits here. And this guy's gonna have a big round mustache because I'm going to put buck teeth in there. I took the top hat off, guys. This piece is not even worth carving. You can see all this wood in here, all that white stuff sap. It's just too punky all the way through here. So I don't want to carve somebody a punky piece of wood and it rots on them in 2 years. So I don't know. Punky, no good crap. I'll just carve a quick wood spirit in here. I won't film it. Okay guys, so I'll speed this up when I make the tape. But look at all the sap inside there. Okay? So what I'm gonna do is I don't know what I'm gonna do. That was a 10-minute carving for me, okay? So who knows, I might hollow out the top, make this a flower pot up here or something, but there's no sense being able to put water in here because it will just rot even faster. So this guy's not gonna have eyeballs. I am gonna give him buck teeth though. So let me see if I can show you me drawing that in. Okay, so his bottom lip will be down here. Make his teeth a couple different sizes. Okay. What I'm going to use to do the teeth is I'm going to hollow it out with my bigger Kutzall right here. It's almost done, and then I'll use my smaller Kutzall after I have a break. Okay guys, so you can see how I did, look at all the sap in there, whatever it is. I don't know what it is. Looks like sap to me. But I gave this guy some eyeballs, whatever, just really quick. No sense carving too much detail in this guy because it's soft wood, and you know, once I burn it, because I'm going to burn it, try and get rid of all this white stuff, you're going to burn your detail away, okay? So, but there's his teeth. And see how I cut up underneath the mustache for the teeth? Because see that? The teeth separates from the mustache. So undercut up in there too. And that's what I talk about in the lip. Undercut in there. I'm going to take my small Dremel and do that again. Cut underneath the mustache. It separates the lip from the mustache. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my chainsaw and lightly carve all his beard hairs in. Like, I guess his beard is just going to be a normal beard. But this it's weird. This one's weird. This outside wood right here is good and solid, but inside here it's just punky. There's probably a rotting tree alive, you know. So let's pull out the chainsaw and cut the whiskers in. Okay, there you can see all his beard hairs are cut in. Oh, spots on this guy's face. Oh, he's diseased. He's an old diseased spirit, this guy. My name's Grumpy Jesse, and I don't know if I like old diseased wood. But let's finish it off, okay, Jordy? And we'll see how it looks when it's done. It's got character anyways, doesn't it? Ah. Okay, so now I'm going to hit it with the torch. I'm going to burn the whole thing, okay? And there's my propane bottle. Yeah. Okay, you can see there it's all burnt. I wish I had my bigger torch here today because this took me about half an hour to do, but with the smaller, I switched up to the little benzomatic tank there. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to sound this whole thing with, like I showed you guys, my bigger thing of the flap sounder that I use, that I make. Okay, I think this is 100 grit on here. See, I'll do that. Put my mask on in a minute. Five. Oh, he's not bad. Besides the punky wood, you can see it there. You look here. Doesn't feel that soft after actually burning it, so I don't know. It might not. It's not too punky, but I don't know. Guys, so I'm going to give this guy some eyebrows, okay? As I do in my smaller wood spirits, I'm going to try this metal working bit. This is this is an old die grinder, and this is a 1/4 inch metal working bit. See, it's straight back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to carve the eyebrows, this thing on its corner. So I'm just going to draw a couple on there quickly just to see, make sure I got the right pattern. Okay, so let's see how this works. I'm going to give him an age line up here. Okay, now let's burn that lightly because you don't want to burn away all your detail. Okay, now let's hit it with our sander again. Excuse me. Really slow. I should have worn a mask. So there you go. Got some little eyebrows in there now, whisker hairs, whatever, I don't care. It is what it is. So we did some research on this wood. It's not punky wood, it's pitchy wood. You know, like pitch. You know, like kind of sap stuff, I don't know. Smells like pine to me. It might be pine wood. So yeah. Okay. Face, funny face. Sometimes you gotta leave gifts at friends' houses. Look, it's a tree.